Every 15 minutes, someone dies or is seriously injured in the U.S. due to an alcohol-related collision. Every 15 minutes, a son, daughter, wife, husband, their life is taken due to an alcohol-related collision. Every 15 minutes, a drunk driver's fate is nothing compared to any surrounding bystanders. Every 15 minutes, someone is involved in an alcohol-related collision. Every 15 minutes, someone's life flashes before their eyes, whether it be a teenager who claims she just had a few drinks and in return had just killed a few. A teenager who was in her last year of high school looking forward to college, getting a degree, a good job, a good life, all changed because of her decision to drive while being intoxicated. The teenager believes there is no harm done. She's doing the world a favor for not letting her plastered friends drive instead. She doesn't realize how fast she's going. She has no sense of direction. Nothing makes sense. Everything is blurred. She blinks her eyes and she blinks them again, thinking, I just had a few drinks. I'm fine. She doesn't see the red light. Whether it be a father who remembers his wedding day, his child's first steps, the way his child said their first word, which was Dad. He remembers telling his family never to drink and drive, always call a cab. He took their life for granted, and his as well. He could have had a late shift at work, on his way home to kiss his wife and kids goodnight, when suddenly a car going at a speed of 58 miles per hour runs through a red light and collides with his car. 15 minutes later, police show up and the scene is a mess. Blood is everywhere, a car is flipped over, and there's a body on the ground. 15 minutes later, that body on the ground is identified as the father. The same father who had yet to see his children grow up, to die old with his wife, to retire, to travel. He had just started living. The same teenager who had high hopes is now taken into custody, shackled and shoved into a police car where she will spend her days in jail and be haunted by the constant reminder of the scene. Every 15 minutes, someone dies or is seriously injured from an alcohol-related collision. Every 15 minutes, a drunk driver and a victim's life will never be the same. The driver thinking, how will their life end up? It'll be hard to live in jail, to find a job, to receive forgiveness from their family, and to live with the guilt of manslaughter, to live with knowing that none of this could have happened if she just didn't drive. The driver is stuck with a mild concussion and a massive weight of guilt for feeling hurt when the victim can't feel at all. The victim has a millisecond to end all of his affairs, to tell his wife that he loves her, to tell his kids that he's proud even though he never showed it, to say sorry to his family that he never kept in touch with, to imagine holding his wife one last time. His wife arrives at the morgue, identifies her husband's body, even though it's in no shape or form or filled with light like it used to be. The teenager's parents visit her in jail. They are ashamed, humiliated, disappointed. How could their perfect daughter ever do such a thing? Every 15 minutes, someone dies or is seriously injured in an alcohol-related collision across the U.S. Despite differences in how these collisions happened, who was involved, and if someone died or was injured, one thing is the same for all of these cases. Both the victim and the driver think to themselves, how could this happen to me? Why me? I don't deserve this. And in return, only one comes out alive.